What is up, everyone? Speaking Gamerlush with another my first shot with Knights of Pen and Paper 2. Now, guys, you should probably watch my first review of Knights of Pen and Paper 1, the +1 edition. I'll put a link in the description or somewhere, annotation somewhere to that. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing. Maybe the pixel art you can see here is maybe a little more updated from what they had in the last one. But my overall review of this was I liked it a lot. It was cute, charming, and it was pretty much up my alley of being a turn-based JRPG, but in nerdy Dungeons and Dragons kind of way, and very simplistic. But you know, these are one of those kind of time killer, kind of time waster kind of games, and really I have no problem with those, and I kind of just want to share this with you. Before we continue, guys, raise your glasses. Cheers. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start off here with the beginning here. You'll have your magazines. I think these are kind of like little expansion packs you can buy, like, so you have a Warlock class here, the Exchange Student. These are places players you can play. I believe these are quests that you can do, or lore for the game, of the game world. And you can get items here. I'm not really sure what these are, I can't really click on them. Same thing with the other magazines, they just have different things inside them. And then we have the game room here. These guys are made from Paradox Games, the guys who brought you Magix, Wizard Wars, and all that stuff like that. Really cool, funny games, very humorous type games. So you have the Dungeon Master here, of course. It's Dungeons and Dragons. And you can customize the game room, but each customization actually adds towards your game that you're playing. So you'll have a shield reaction restores 5 health and 5 energy if you change the table to, I guess, this wooden one into this sacred table. You actually have to use currency here, which is money, and you earn that. You don't buy it. There's no microtransactions or anything like that. You can basically earn it. So this is the money I've earned actually in game. I'm going to talk about this later because I kind of have a problem with this, but yeah. So you can go to tables, arcade, sofas, pinball machines, pachinko. You can unlock more here as it goes. Kawaii. Sofa, kawaii, bowling, foosball, table hockey, deaf robots somehow, and you know they all add different bonuses to your game. Rugs, TV, board game shelf, katanas, miniatures, Warhammer table here. What is this? This is Go, I think. Yeah, Go set. And you have these certain sets, and so you can kind of customize your game to give yourself an advantage during the game. Really, I haven't been having too much of a difficult time with the game so far. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I've been playing quite a bit of the game. I'm already on my 113th day on it, so this isn't really my first shot with this. It's kind of like my so far review on the game. You can start over, but like I said, if you watched my first one, you kind of got the gist of this one already. We're in the big town already. This is the second village you'll visit. Like I said, this is just the first area I visit, and I put kind of maybe a couple hours into it. And so since I unlocked the first time, I actually unlocked some new mechanics to the game. So the one thing they did not have in the last one was this crafting system. And it's pretty much, you get crafting items to make these way better items, so I can get some enchanted equipment here. If I had a scroll and any equipment, I can make an enchanted item. If I had pollen and blue dye and a beverage, I can make this energy elixir, which gives me 150. Wraps and a club give me a torch. Kind of makes sense. Wraps and a loincloth makes a whip, I guess. Staff, wand, and a crystal ball makes a magic staff. So, ladies. Anyway, so I ended up making that already and equipping it into my mage. Now this is kind of cool, of course. At the first, when you first start the game, they give you basically regular D&D classes and social archetypes in the world. So, for example, here we'll go to the tavern, and we can basically edit our classes here. We can have a total of 5 people, and we'll go ahead and we'll edit him just for say. I can't really change it yet, so it's kind of felt safe here. So I can pick a rocker, a surfer, a rich kid, the rockster, the hipster. I was in the D&D way before everybody else. Fucking posers. And this will actually give you like racial abilities, I guess social abilities. So of course the early adopter passive, shop items become available earlier in the game for him, because like I knew about that item before anybody else. I really need some freaking Ray-Bans in here so I can do that. Like, just put my Ray-Bans on. The surfer guy will chill, automatically recovers from a random condition each turn, which is really kind of cool. That's a really strong one. The rich kid, enemies drop 10% more gold. That's cool. The rocker receives no energy penalties from armor equipment, which basically makes him perfect for a paladin because he wears armor, and a lot of armor gives you mana penalties. So like certain chest plates will give you 10% less mana, but he doesn't suffer from that because he's a rocker. Rock on! Yeah! And they'll give you the classics: the human, the elf, and the dwarf. I believe humans give you more mind, basically intelligence, willpower, contribute to energy and health, and ability rolls. So basically kind of for like wizards and paladins and clerics and stuff like that. Senses, reflections, critical, this is for like rangers, thieves, and strength, of course, threat, health, energy, this is for like warriors and all that good stuff. So humans are good for energy, elves are good for agility, dwarves are good for health. So I just made him a human. And then you'll have the jobs here: paladin, thief, ninja. You'll have like ranger and all stuff like, you know, your box standard fantasy classes pretty much. All right, so then each one. So of course, humans will get ambition. Elves will get leth, plus 20 to energy, and dwarves will get fortitude plus 2 to damage reduction. So. Not really a good benefit, but I'm looking more at the stat there. And so then each class has 4 different skills, 1 passive here. Everyone always has 1 passive, and then they'll have 3 actual active skills. Hopefully we'll be able to level up. So that's pretty much it. Then you'll have basically your character sheet here, getting all your information, your items. The items are actually shared with everybody, so you can only carry the, let's see here, 18 here. And then you'll have swords. You can equip swords, shields, armor. These are all trinkets and stuff like that. Some passives usually will give you get back in there. Some passives will give you actually 3 weapons because he has an extra, like, big hands. Yeah, big hands passive, so you have an extra hand slot. So he's actually carrying like 3 weapons. Not sure how that's working, but that's okay. Really good for the warriors because it pretty much combines the damage. So you'll see here, it just combines the damage into 1. You won't see them like swing twice or anything like that. It just combines it into 1 swing. Just makes it simplifies. And we'll go ahead and exit the tavern. You can put all your stuff in here, your stash. Go into the shop. Shop for like items, trinkets, consumables. They basically gives you a nice rundown of what they do over here on under the character sheet. Very simplistic. Nothing really to it. Ooh, I can get a scroll. Crafting, ingredients. Ooh, so I can enchant items here. That's kind of cool. Ooh, and that just gives me XP. Alright. Okay, there's a Phoenix up, Phoenix down. What? A lot of parody items in here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and like I said, okay, so going back to, now we're talking about shopping, you gain gold from quests and killing monsters. The thing is that you'll be using up a lot of your gold because, one, you have to buy items, you'll have to get people, you'll have to hire people. Only after your 5th person, which is like 200 gold. And gold's not exactly too easy to get by in this game. And also you need gold to travel to certain areas too, as well. So as you can see, 5 here. So even if you want to move, you gotta use gold. So wait a minute, Lush, what happens if you run out of gold and you can't make it to the area? It's like, you're stuck in town, how can you fight? The thing is, you can fight anywhere. So you'll see here the sword weapon, you'll see the sword icon here. So you'll basically have to fight thugs in town, pretty much at that point. So it's kind of like, it's really grindy, which I don't really mind too much in these kind of like, because it's a turn-based RPG, of course you're going to be doing grinding. So, one of my gripes, but you know, it's not like too crazy to the point to where it's like, you know, because okay, let's go ahead and sleep because my guys need a little bit of sleep. I wish they just skipped that animation, just kind of just went straight through it. I could see where that would happen because you can actually camp outside of town, and you actually have chances of getting attacked during the night. So there you go. So I see why they put that in there. This is kind of cool mechanic. You can actually investigate. There's some chances that you can actually win items just by looking around, right? You know, again, you have to spend gold to do it. So go ahead and investigate. They'll even do a 20-sided die roll. I got nothing. What a waste. Go F yourself, game. No, we're not doing that again. And then we're gonna go ahead and fight. So you can adjust the setting of the the character that you're actually fighting. So then you can see their size, basically how many people could fit on the map. Medium size, large size. This is a level 9. This is a level 9. And he's a level 12. So what I can do here is customize my fight, pretty much. Like, so you're kind of like acting like your own dungeon master and your own players. So I'll add a chicken, a foul bear, ha, and then I'll add a thief, and you can see the difficulty thing rising here. Another thief. Oh well, let's go ahead boosted bandit. So you can see as it gets harder as I add more. So these are the only amounts I can add. If I were to, let's say, get rid of the owlbear, and I can actually put 2 more people because he's a large unit. So this looks pretty tough for me, so we're gonna calm down on that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do a boosted bandit, and we're gonna do some thieves. There you go. That should be okay for me, hopefully. And then we'll go battle. Mob. At the beginning of each round, there's a 25% chance they'll add a thief will join the fight. So, okay. So, you know, like a certain combination will actually add, or certain monsters will add certain conditions to the fight, which, you know, it mixes it up, you know. So, paladins, of course, are tanks, so I'm going to use my Gilded Strike. That will cause threat and make sure they attack him. Cleric, of course, is for healing, and yes, they can attack. They have certain magic spells that they can attack with. Resisted. You see the dude doing the little roll thing. Oh, man. And the numbers over here basically is their initiative right here. So you can basically mouse over everything. The game is really good at explaining like what everything does in the game, so you're not really too lost. Which is really nice. It's just nice to see that the game just has a real nice explanation or tutorial to make sure that no one makes... So the game is like 100% clear on what you're doing, so you're not doing it, you're not messing up on because of merits of your own. Or, I mean, you're messing up because of your own fault, not because the game was not clear on what... Oh, there's another one. Wow. Okay, so I'm fighting 6. So this shit just got real, people. Alright, so... take out the leader. Holy shit. Ooh, party heal. We'll do cleave. Yeah, eat it. Come on, right there we go. Oh, yeah, that's it. Alright, so she basically just put a clone up and just, yeah. So, you know, wizards are good for, like, AoE damaging. Rangers are good for more, like, single target damaging. Warriors are good for, you know, taking damage along with the paladin. The paladin can heal as well. Cleric is good for healing. You know, it's pretty much your tropes in all fantasy RPGs. Die, bitch. Yeah, maybe I made this a little too tough here. I didn't want this fight to last too long. That was the thing, because I'm going to want to show you the quest, too, at least. I was going to cleave again. Yeah, this is pretty much cut and dry, guys. Nothing too special about this. If you're just really into like simplistic turn-based RPGs, just give this one a try. It's not too much. I believe it's only $10. Let's do. And if you like a little humor, because when he does good quest, he does put a little flavor text in there, and you know there are some pop culture references in there. It kind of can be like a little, oh, really? Did he really do that? But you know, it's cute at some points. But like I said, this is a good time-wasting game, just like if you just like those turn RPGs, because it can be a little grindy at sometimes. because you do have to grind the coins, the experience to get in those quests and everything like that. But also you can adjust the grinding, so you can do less fights and get more experience, or just do really easy fights where you kind of just mash on it and you're like looking over. If you have if you're privileged to have a dual screens like mine, you can look over to the side and just watch YouTube videos while you just keep clicking on the attack button. But you know, it just gives you that option. I just really like how you can customize your own fights in this game. Alright, so if you were to pause it by that crowd went by, you'll see the Mythbusters in there. Alright, we'll do this. I believe there was a poison. Yeah, you're gonna need some. You're gonna need to rest after this one. Alright, and we won. Alright, oh, we got Phoenix up. Yeah, so we got $2 grand for the party. Quantity bonus, +1. Diversity bonus, 260, plus 59 gold. Alright. You see our little HP going up there? Sweet. Alright, so we took a beating there. We're gonna go ahead and rest up. Like I said, like when you're in town, they should probably get rid of that, but when you're out, I could see why they would do that. Alright, let's do a quest. Alright, waves. Fight in a ranged battle. Cross marks the spot. Okay, we start looking for the cartographer's shop. I remember hearing about this good one. Aldrius? Scrolling around the street, you see a lot of particular little shops, but not the ones you're looking for. You come to a busy marketplace with dozens of fruit and fish sellers. You hear a loud shout, and suddenly you notice that all the common folk have left the marketplace. I have a bad feeling about this, bros. He's the jock. A group of crooks seem very interested in the map you're carrying. Maybe you want to give it to them? He's the nerd. Only if it leads to paper night. We need to protect it. Party is being attacked. Oh, what? Come on, I deal with like 60 y'all mother effers. Alright. And yes, there is a back and front row, so usually only the ranger and wizards could usually hit the back and front row, or your basic casters can basically hit the back and the front row, to where your melee fighters can only hit the front row. You have to clear out the front row first before you actually can attack the back row if you are a melee fighter. And some of them have most of the wizard spells have an AoE effect, so I was able to burn them with that meteorite. Alright, so do this. So they all have weakness because that's what the passive on that skill are, so we're going to cleave. That basically does a front line attack for the warrior. And they have cute little animations too. It's not like it's like there's a little attention to details, because most of them you'll just see a little whack, like a little whack star bust off of them. That was pretty much it. But you know, they actually put a little bit cute little what's this, particle effects, I guess you would call them. And the angry glowing mouth of frost damage. Because it's not like they really had to do too many spell animations, seeing how each skill only has like 3 active spells. Yeah, that was a pretty weak one. We'll do Pommel Strike, so you actually see the little pommel come and hit them. Let's see the little arrow shoot. So yeah, it's pretty simplistic, guys. It's like really not too much. I just kind of wanted to bring this to some of your guys' attention to see if you liked it or not, because you guys know, if you guys been keeping up with the channel, you guys know I'm pretty much into these like fantasy role playing. I say, but turn-based role playing fantasy RPGs. You know, it has a cute little aesthetic to it. Yes, it has the 16-bit style to it, but oh gosh, slime this time. All right, But these are like these small games I kind of appreciate, and I'm pretty sure their budget for this game wasn't really all that big, so they didn't really have to charge too much for it. There's like there's no DLC or anything like that. There's no pay to win type of bullshit to where, hey, buy this character. Nope, it's just all earned in-game, which is really cool, which I like. I don't have to worry about spending more money on the game. This would be kind of a really good... I think the original was for iPad or Android systems. Let's see here, where's this power launch? Oh, shoot. But yeah, the games like this would be pretty much perfect for like iPad and stuff like that. But for me, if I wanted to spend so much time on a certain game, I really wouldn't spend it on my pad or anything like that, because I use my phone, because if I'm going to be playing a game for a long stint at a time, I want to sit down in a chair, play it on a PC or TV or something like that. So it's pretty much up to your guys' taste. What would you prefer? Alright, we're gonna get out of this one. But yeah, pretty much linear progression. You're gonna get most of your items from like monsters and stuff like that, or buying them out of shops. Come on. I just need to concentrate fire. Alright, cool. You start trying to get fancy with it, just fucking hit them. You also just click on them for just a regular attack too, which is kind of cool. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so we got a level up here. So we can click on him, and now I can level up all 4 of these skills. It'll give me a nice clear rundown of what exactly it does, how much it upgrades it by. We'll do Cleave, because I've been using that a lot more. So it'll give me 4% more damage and cost 1 more energy. So, see, very simple. Nothing too complicated. Straight across the book. Yep, there's a guy from Mythbusters. Hello, a nice piece of map you have here. I'm a collector of odd maps and would like to add that to my collection. Hey, I know you. You're Oh, hold on, he's the rocker. Yeah, I know you. You. Traveling craftsman one day and cartography for the next. I am a man of many professions and countless passions. Well, you have... I forgot... Yeah, this guy. Well, you have the map and you can tell us what it's about. Let's see. The big red cross is located on the other side of the Great Wall north of here. Yeah, it's a tough luck they use a super secure password. Oh, this is a chill. Oh my god, may I ask who you are? I'm just a poor bandit trying to make a living. I'm here following him in case he finds any treasure maps. Wow, then you threaten to beat up the hard-working citizens! No, he's been most kind to me. He's just peeking over my shoulder and copying my maps. My god, am I good to hear it? Now we just need to find the password? Got the cheerleader, the goth, the jock, you know, these social stereotypes. But guys, that's pretty much it. I really couldn't show you too much else with it. It's pretty much those are the game mechanics I showed you so far. Very simple. You walk around. It's a good time eater. Let's see here. You just click on him. There's a map. It looks pretty big from what I can see so far. Probably like take a couple hours. You know, it's pretty good for the price, I believe. Haven't been here. I'm pretty sure a lot of these parts are kind of sectioned off, or seeing how many actual maps you actually can see or go into. I had quite a few quests in here or stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys like time wasting, cheap, you know, turn-based MMO with a cute little flair to it, you know, pop culture and that whole D&D kind of world, then definitely pick this one up. I've been liking it a lot. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and as always, cheers and quest on! Protecting each other.